Welcome to Isle Ask and Answer, a video question and answer series brought to you, our business community and citizens of Isle of Wight, jointly by the Isle of Wight Chamber of Commerce and Isle of Wight Economic Development Department. Normally, Chris Morello, the Director of Economic Development, is hosting this. I am not Chris, but I am Nicole Talton, one of the Economic Development Coordinators with the county. And of course, we do have our lovely co-host, Jessica Healy, with the Isle of Wight Chamber of Commerce. She's our president and CEO. And Jessica is going to introduce our guest today.
Yes, so we're really excited to have our special guest today with us, especially as we move into phase 2 on Friday. All the information we're going to be talking about today is super relevant to our entire business community. So today we have with us Crystal Stump. She is the founder and CEO of ABC Consulting. Crystal has licensed over 1,000 licensees and trained over 5,000 people in the alcohol industry. These numbers continue to increase every single day, and her expertise is in the realm of state and federal regulations. She educates alcohol licensees, educating the alcohol licensee is Crystal's everyday driving force. Ensuring licensees are aware of the everyday changing alcohol regulations, especially recently as we have been under executive order, is what motivates her to stay current and involved with her clients. Crystal's personal reward and purpose is celebrating clients' business successes. So welcome, Crystal.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we are so excited to have you today, and we've got quite a few topics to discuss, so we're just going to dive right on in. First question for you is, as we move into phase 2 on Friday, restaurants are now able to open up and begin seating in their dining room. In the past couple of months, though, a lot of these restaurants have been doing curbside pickup, delivery, and even delivery of alcoholic beverages. So could you just talk a little bit about that process, and if they want to continue to have those services available to their patrons going forward?
Sure, absolutely. So as we're all aware, there's a lot of different things happening, and the regulations are changing, and the governor's executive orders a couple of months ago basically turned all on-premises licensees into off-premises licensees during the executive order, which allows them to deliver alcohol and also sell to-go, curbside pickup, wine, beer, and mixed drinks. So that's pretty exciting for the licensee community, because prior to those executive orders, only wine and beer could be sold by to-go and delivery, so curbside pickup or delivery. And that is a permit that is added on to a business alcohol license. So if somebody is, now that we're adapting and our customers are getting used to being able to drive up and pick up wine and beer or have it delivered, that is something that businesses may want to continue doing when these executive orders are lifted. So if that is a permit that someone is interested in obtaining, we can help obtain that permit for them. It's called a wine and beer off premises, and there is a delivery permit. So the licensing, it takes about 45 days to add on those privileges. But if you have customers kind of getting used to that, it might be something that a business wants to continue doing forever.
That is good. Yeah. So, Crystal, as we move into this reopen, rebound phase, some businesses want to stand out, or they want to get, new business coming to them. Tell me about this special license, like if a salon wanted to add on, some special license. Can you tell us some more about that?
Sure, absolutely. So in Virginia, the Virginia ABC Authority calls a salon license, if you will, a day spa license. That's what it's called, a day spa license. And to qualify for this license, you must have massage as well as cosmetology services. So you do have to have both certified in massage and cosmetology to be able to qualify for that license. And if a business does have both of those, the licensing process takes approximately 45 days. And it allows a day spa or a salon to offer an alcoholic beverage to their customer. It's included in the service. So you can't sell it, sell it by the glass, but you can provide it to the customer while they're enjoying their experience. So I think that is a license that if you are a day spa or or a salon and you offer both of those, it's a great little perk. I just had my hair done here in Smithfield last week, and it was such a wonderful experience. And if they offered me a glass of wine, I would have definitely taken it during that process. So I think that, as people do start getting back to normal and going and having their hair done and things like that, it would be a nice little add-on to be able to advertise that you're offering alcohol to your guests. I think it would be nice.
And I imagine, not a lot of salons or spas maybe know that is available. So the fact that you're knowledgeable in that area and they've got someone local that they could come to if they want to offer, have that service is wonderful. And I'm with you, Crystal. I haven't had my hair done yet.
I am so happy I got it done, and it was wonderful. Just sitting there, I had to wear the mask and abide by all the things, which was fine, but just knowing that somebody was fixing my hair was so great. It was so great.
I am with you. So kind of staying on that topic, we were chatting a little bit before, and so I understand that there's a special license for those salons and spas, but aside from like a banquet license or an event license, there's also something that is specific to business offices, which until today I was unaware of. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, there is a new license that is allowing like a co-office workspace. So if you have a work environment or workspace where multiple people lease and there's like a shared kitchen or a shared foyer or some type of gathering area, you can obtain a license for your co-working space so that you could either offer a glass of alcohol to your guest when they're coming in or your client. It's a nice little perk, and that's a different license type that just went into effect this year. So
is that a one-day license, or
it's permanent? It is a permanent license, like you apply just like you would for a day spa license. So it's a 45-day approval period. And something that I should have talked about when I mentioned the day spa, if someone doesn't qualify for a day spa license, like if they don't have massage therapy, they could obtain a one-day license for a tasting. And they could maybe for their grand opening, they might want to do like a tasting. And you could have maybe a local winery or a local brewery, you could feature that beverage as for the tasting. I like to keep things local. I think that's nice. But a tasting license can be obtained up to 4 times a year. So that might be something that any business could obtain a tasting license. So a boutique or a craft store, whatever business you're open to the public, a tasting license might work for that grand opening.
That is great. I could see a lot of businesses in the county utilizing that or just coming together to take advantage of that. That's really awesome. So Jessica, do anything else we left out or we might want to discuss, have Crystal share with us?
Crystal is definitely the expert here on all things alcohol. So I will say that, Crystal is a chamber member, and man, she has been amazing when it has come to questions that I've had, or even our board has had with trying to get licenses for special events, and if we're having an event indoors versus outdoors, and that permitting and what has to happen with that. She is just very knowledgeable in that area. But so we've touched on a couple of topics today. I would imagine that everyone who is seeing this recording, if your ribbon cutting got canceled because of COVID, that one-day license for your shop for your grand opening or your re-grand opening would be very applicable. And so we've talked a lot about, just getting into what is this licensing and what do you need, going to reopening. But Crystal also offers some other services, within her business, aside from COVID, right? Right. So, including training and whatnot. And I would just like to know if you want to mention a few of those things, just for the everyday folks that operate, a food or beverage business, or, like a bed and breakfast, or whatnot. Anything else is applicable to them that you could provide?
Okay, I will certainly share my alcohol training program. It is called Toast VA. That is a Virginia ABC Authority approved, state certified alcohol seller server training course. So this training is perfect for any business owner that sells alcohol or any employee that serves alcohol. Having this training is very important because if you have the training within 12 months of any sort of ABC violation, your penalty can be reduced by 50%. So it is a big deal. The idea is hopefully there won't be an ABC violation, but sometimes mistakes happen. And at least by being trained and being proactive, the ABC kind of rewards you by giving you a penalty reduction if you've had the training. So, you know, I think in this downtime, we have increased our training substantially over the last 2 months because businesses they have the time to make sure all their staff are trained and certified. And, you know, everybody's kind of reopening. It's almost like, okay, let's get all of our ducks in a row. Let's get our businesses organized, our procedures in place. Everybody's trained. And it's like kind of, you know, coming back to that, just like a grand opening. So the training is very important. And I appreciate any of the support on that. I did write the training program and had it approved by ABC. So you're supporting local if you do use that training course.
That is awesome. And is it the only one in Virginia that is ABC approved? Is that correct?
No, there are several. Some of them are national companies though, and where my training's different is it's very specific to Virginia regulation. So it goes into a little bit more, instead of being more broad, it's very specific, like how to prepare for your inspection, which you, as everybody knows, with these regulations kind of being different during the executive orders, there's going to be, I'm sure there'll be some enforcement action when things go back to normal, because businesses are maybe not going to be aware, oh, we're not allowed to continue doing this without the proper permitting. And just like with patios, you know, you think, oh, I'm just going to go out and consume alcohol in this patio that we put up, but you have to have that patio approved by the ABC before you can start consuming alcohol there. And that's another thing to keep in mind for businesses. There's a lot of shops that have gotten in trouble for not realizing, oh, I'm just going to give a glass of wine to my customers who are coming in to shop. But you just can't give away alcohol in Virginia without the proper permitting. So, you know, that's why I'm here. That's why I started my business over 10 years ago, is just education and hoping to keep everybody compliant, but still be able to offer a nice beverage.
So, of course, when we post this out to everyone and send it out and send the recording out to our e-blast, we'll definitely include links to your website and your contact information. But just so we can have it, you know, within the recording itself, if folks want to learn more about this or contact you and your team, what is the best way for them to get in touch with you?
So my website is very easy to remember. It's www.vaabc.com. vaabc.com. And from the website, at the very top of it, I have all of my social media links, and I launched a YouTube video this year. So I have a lot of really good informative videos on my YouTube channel about the day spa license, for example, and a tasting license, and the various different license types and how to apply. So I have a lot of information out there.
Crystal, one more thing. Can you share with us, just as give people some inspiration, maybe one of your success stories, or maybe one of the best customers that you've had to deal with during this crisis? Give us some inspiration, some hope there.
Okay. Well, I admire all of my clients that have taken this situation, and I think we all try to just adapt and do better. You know, instead of trying to focus on the negatives and what we can't do, we have to focus on what we can do and how we can just adapt and move forward. That's how any business, that's how any product makes it. And these businesses that are, you know, doing the to-go deliveries, doing takeout, making a patio in a situation where they've never had a patio before. Some businesses are increasing their service by double because they've been able to construct a patio outside that increased their actual seating from the inside. And they are making it. And it warms my heart to see any of my businesses that are they just keep going. Nobody's just closing up and waiting or giving up. None of my clients are anyway. All of my clients I've reached out to, and I have clients all across Virginia, Southwest Virginia, Northern Virginia, Richmond, everywhere. And, you know, Northern Virginia and Richmond are a little bit slower at reopening, but they're ready. They're getting their stuff in order. They're getting ready. And I think it's all about attitude. I've had to do it with my business. I mean, we just have to adapt and stay positive and try to help everybody that you can.
I'm with you, Crystal. and I echo what you just said. It's very heartwarming to see how resilient everyone has become and creative, especially when it comes to creating new ways to deliver their products and services. And with the patios, you look at some businesses and they're like, how do you do outdoor seating? But they did it. They have picnic tables in the median. They're doing it,
Yeah.
And but I love that, especially with Isle of Wight County, and so many of our businesses are small business. It's important now more than ever that we've got these support services, things like you offer, and from economic development, and the chamber certainly in there as well, and just seeing how resilient everyone has been and creative and just moving forward. Hey, business as usual. It might look a little different, but we're going to just keep on charging forward.
Yes, and the chamber's been a great resource for me as well, with the contacts, and just knowing that you all are here for my business as well as other businesses. It's been nice knowing we're not in this alone, and that we do have the support of our government and our localities to help us as quick as possible get back on our feet. The grants and the loans, those could be, they could really save a business that was on the brink of bankruptcy. And it's nice to know those options are available. And we have the resources to understand them, because understanding some of these loan applications, I mean, that's not my expertise. And it was nice to have your all's help with various things and answering those questions.
Awesome. So speaking of grants, I know this is a little impromptu, but Nicole, did you want to mention the upcoming grant through the county in this broadcast? I know we've been doing some marketing on it.
Yes, so the grant application goes live on Friday at 9 o'clock for county residents, for businesses in the county, the town, and both towns. And we're excited. It's up to $2,000. And if you go to our website, www.insidetheisle.com, you'll have information about the guidelines and some of the frequently asked questions. But the application does go live on Friday. It's the COVID-19 Business Interruption Small Business Grant. So
Wonderful.
we'll be offering that to the business community. So
yeah, that's awesome that the county and the towns have come together to provide that, and we've got the links on our website as well and all our social media channels. So I think you'll be kind of busy on Friday when it goes live, right?
Oh yes.
Awesome. So just to kind of recap today, well, again, I wanted to thank you, Crystal, for your time and being here with us today on our 5th Isle Ask and Answer. You're our first woman speaker.
Okay,
yes.
thank
Pretty
you.
cool. Yeah.
It is.
Thank you.
I think this is an all-ladies show today, actually.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's pretty neat. And so we did talk about those licenses for salons and massage parlors, as well as like co-working spaces or business hubs, and that process of continuing that curbside pickup and delivery of alcoholic beverages. So we did cover a lot, and I think, several of the topics you talked about today, a lot of the general business owners might not even know about, if they're not a restaurant or a beverage service company, they might not even know these are available. So it's been very valuable to have your input on that, and know that people can essentially drive a little more business to their business with some of these licenses.
Right.
So Nicole, did you have anything else to add on?
I just wanted to say thank you so much, Crystal. So much information, very informative. And as always, it's great to host with Jessica. We had the all ladies show. We'll rebroadcast or put this information on both our websites. Here again, collaboration at its best with the Chamber and with the Economic Development Department. And we just want to thank all of our listeners for joining in, and we will see you next time.
All right. Thank you very much for letting me be on. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.